Many women in South Africa are starting to look for relationships with outsiders, foreign men, whether Nigerians, Ghanaians. Some women are even dating European men because of many factors. And many women, by the way, have explained to me as to why they are doing so. And we're going to talk about that. By the way, thank you very much to everyone who has made it to this video. This is Life with Decent Q. I want us to speak about some of the reasons why women decide to date foreigners. Outside of just dating South African guys, they prefer foreigners, Nigerians, European, Ghanaians, Zimbabweans. And it shouldn't be about us feeling attacked as South African men. It should be about us understanding our women, because one day it will be your daughter, one day it will be your sister. How about you just try to understand why they are making these life decisions than just you trying to be overprotective because you feel attacked, because you are a South African man and you are not a preference, so it's affecting you, you are becoming insecure. How about you don't look at it like that and just look at it in a way whereby you just learn actually why they choose to do so. And today I have so many reasons why they do so. Sometimes it's just how they perceive the better treatment from these foreigners. Women, if they are left to their own devices, they will focus on social media. Whatever they see on social media will go. So they see a lot of these South African girls, ladies, already dating these men, Nigerian men. And they're perceiving of the lifestyle is that there's better treatment. These women there's romance in their treatment. These women, they travel because they're dating this guy who's a foreigner. They'll always be traveling all over the world. They'll always be going to nice restaurants. They'll always be having nice pictures to post on their social media. And not just about the social media, even they'll always be having a nice car because this guy is going to be driving nice cars. So they perceive it as it will come with better treatment. So yeah, it's also about the perspective of how the social media is creating the perception. It might be true, it might not be true, but women, because they follow their emotions, that's what they see, that's what they believe, whether it's a delusion or not. Many women are believing it. So how about that? For just trying to understand even the psychological inspirations from women to date these men. Some of them is just how they perceive other relationships of South African girls with foreigners, and they see, yo, these girls are enjoying, they're having fun. So it can also be about that. Another reason I was told is that these foreign men, the Nigerians, all of these other foreigners, they seem to have a certain financial stability and ambition in life. This is the common one everyone is told, even on social media. If you ask women, why you date Nigerians, they'll tell you, because these men have financial stability and ambition. So it is said, foreign men, especially those from developed countries or with a strong work ethic, these men who have strong work ethic, are often seen as financially stable and ambitious. And we know women want financial stability. They want money. They want a man who's ambitious. They want a man who's willing to become better than himself. They want a man who's willing to improve on a day-to-day basis. So they see these foreigners, these Nigerians, always having that ambition to become better, to start a new business. So they like that. They get attracted to that. What can you say? It's what the women want. So in South Africa, where unemployment and economical inequality is a very serious issue, many of South African men, they're still in the struggle of trying to look for a job. Hey, I'm complaining there's no jobs. So women don't want those men who are busy complaining, a man who's going to tell her I'm still looking for a job. They want a product that is already made, a man who has a job, a man who has something to do. So they say, because of how the perception is pushed about South African men, that South African men are lazy, they're always complaining, they're waiting for the government to save them the job. They don't want to be part of that. They want a man already made. So what can we say? If they see these foreigners as something that is better, they will go for it. You won't do anything, my brother, even if you tried so hard. There's nothing you can do, because this is just what they want. And many of these women, by the way, I kind of understand, so growing up from an early childhood, they've been dating South African men, they've been dating these guys in the hood. Sometimes they just want to escape from the local gender dynamics, local dating relationship type of dynamics. They want to go and experience other cultures outside of South Africa, other traditions outside of South Africa. Sometimes it's not even just about us maybe don't having money. Maybe it's also about the cultural element in the conversation. They want to go and experience other cultures. They want to start learning new music, Nigerian music, Ghanaian music. They like that. They want to do that. What are you going to do? Nothing. If you were to choose, you want something else, there was no one who's going to tell you anything. So in a South African society, it's still largely like patriotical. It's like men at the head. So in other cultures, these women want to go, where they will be allowed to be equal with a man. I don't even know how and which cultures are that. I don't believe Nigerian cultures are like that. Nigerian cultures, the man is the dominant one, is that. But women sometimes, they love foreigners because it will be allowed for them to feel as if they are a better person above the men. It will be allowed in other cultures for women to bully their men. I don't think in Nigerian cultures though. But in other cultures, after all, this conversation is about women choosing to go and date foreign men. But one thing, the media has pushed so much, and the social media, is that there's a very negative stereotype about South African men. The issue about infidelity. Many women believe that South African men, they cheat. South African men, they love to just make babies with anyone. Too many baby mama drama, busy cheating, having sex with anyone, random girls. So there's that stigma already, and many women, they don't want to succumb to that. They don't want to be part of that. So they rather go to outside cultures that won't have such a stigma. So even that are some of the issues women say is the reasons why they decide to go and date foreigners. It's not me, it's the women. They say gender-based violence. There's a very high rate of gender-based violence coming from South African men abusing women. So they would rather go to other outside cultures where they will feel respected, they will feel made to be special, they won't be abused physically, gender-based, they won't be there. Those men will be understanding that this is my queen. They want the queen or the princess treatment, and they're saying South African men, it's hard for most South African men to give that queen princess treatment. Yeah, it's not me, Bafet. Why would I say it's not me? Ladies in the chat, if you're there in the comment section, am I lying? Guys, you'll engage with us, because they also say there's lack of emotional intelligence from many South African men. That's why they choose to go to other men who seem to be tougher, who seem to be more masculine, who seem to be strong, who go to the gym, because they will have emotional intelligence. But the South African men don't have emotional intelligence. They say some South African men are always criticized for not expressing their emotions. They're not communicating openly in relationships. That's what they're saying. So they want other men who is going to be easy for them to communicate openly, whether it's their men telling them the truth, not lying about smaller things. So Bafetu, it's not me. And some of these things is just perception based on how social media has branded this, and women, they sometimes think this is just fact, but sometimes it's just them falling for just the social media perceptions. Some of these things are just not based in reality, but these are the reasons why women are choosing to date foreigners. So it doesn't matter if it's perception, if it's delusion. We need to understand. The most important thing is for us to understand why they do this. Maybe we can start talking about solutions or how to meet them halfway, how to get them not to go and to stay with us. If we understand why they do, they say marriage and commitment. South African men are not interested in marriage and commitment anymore. They want to play small things, cholo, into zokudlala. They don't want to introduce the families to come together. They don't want the marriage. They don't want the commitment of the long term, whereby there's children staying in one family, we are together. Many South African men are avoiding of serious commitment. They are preferring casual relationships, sexual relationships, and some of them, they want polygamy instead of settling down with just me. They would rather want to have endless sex with many women. So, Yazin, we rather go to foreign men who will prioritize us and our happiness. Foreign men, on the other hand, are often seen as more likely to propose. They are often seen to marry and to take the relationship seriously. Hey, this is what the women are saying. It's not me. They even speak about the social status and how they will have more opportunity for them to travel, because this man is not a local man just coming from Limpopo or coming from wherever. This is a foreign international man, always traveling the whole world. It just happened I fell in love with him when he was traveling in South Africa. So they want to have that travel opportunity where they go to Dubai, America, LA, wherever. And the social status, dating a foreign man can provide opportunities to travel, to move abroad, or gain social status. Some women see relationships with foreign men as a way to escape economic struggles. That's what they are saying. Economic struggles like having to struggle to pay rent, having to struggle to buy grocery, to buy electricity, to buy water, to pay a bondage, to pay a car. These foreign men, they will do everything for them. Baby, let's go. Wagwan. Let's go to Dubai. So, bafethu, it's them. I say na kibona banyana ba bagi. Yeah, there. It is what it is, bafethu. Thank you very much.